Hello, everybody. It's funny. I found a very interesting person by accident on Instagram, and she instantly caught my attention because she promoted being yourself and letting the weird you out. And yeah, so I reached out to you, and you have something called the SARA Show. Would you like to explain a little bit more about that to us?
Sure. So my name on my social media platforms is the Sarah Show because it encompasses everything for me. I'm a very weird and goofy, silly type person. So I want people to feel like they're kind of like a part of my show. And eventually I want my own show, so I'm just manifesting it right now. I'm making my own, and hopefully it'll turn into something a lot bigger down the line. But yeah, I just kind of want to bring everybody onto the Sarah Show
So
and
what
have.
what what is the Sarah Show right now?
So right now what I'm doing mostly is empowerment coaching. um and I want people to feel like the Sarah Show is a safe space for everyone to let their weird out and not feel self-conscious about anything that maybe they feel self-conscious about in their normal lives. This is kind of like a different world. I want people to feel 100% comfortable speaking with me, being on my team, letting me coach them. Um, and a lot of people have big dreams that they don't feel they're worthy of having. And I open up a space for them to realize that they can do whatever the hell they want to do. No dream is too big. And if you're actually dreaming it, then it's something you really want. So let's pursue that. Let's open up our minds and get to a place where we feel like we can accomplish those dreams.
So where does this come from? Like, did you just come up with that one day, or where is the experience? Where do you get the confidence to teach people like that?
So it's been a long road to get here. I have worked in corporate America since I was able to work, and worked for other people and for their dreams. And I never even thought about pursuing my own. And I was a very negative, judgmental, sad, kind of depressed type of person. And I thought I would never get out of that. But finally, I just realized I don't want to live the rest of my life this way. This sucks to
Mm.
live for somebody else's dreams while mine just get pushed to the side. And I kind of just had a moment of awakening, realizing I can do whatever I want. I don't have to be stuck here and stuck in my own life. And it made me see the world from a different perspective. I saw opportunities instead of roadblocks, and I saw people as friends instead of like foes that would judge me. Or, I just started to see the world from a much more positive point of view, and it made opportunities come my way. And the feeling that it gave me is a feeling that I want to share with the rest of the world, because I know we all have big dreams and things that we
Mm.
want to accomplish, but a lot of us are just stuck in our own head. And the feeling that you get when you become unstuck is, it's so hard to explain. It's like I call it like magic dust just being
Mm.
like spread all over you, and
And
I
then
want to
you just
spread
wanna
magic on
help
everybody else.
everyone around you too to get free. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can totally get that. Like, only being like free yourself. That's awesome. But then you're like, you want to bring everyone else on the train, like trying to make them see what you see, because you cannot enjoy your happiness truly if you are not able to teach people that too.
Exactly. And I think I'm doing a disservice to myself and to the universe if I don't try to share this with everybody else, because we all have um, different things that we're good at and different ways of viewing things. And I think if we can all agree that we're different but still be in this together, we can change the world. There's so many things that we can do that can impact the world on such a huge level if we just all came together and realized how great each of us are in our own way.
So what's some of the dreams that the people you've been, the customers or friends or the new family that you've teached and let free, what are they building now or working on?
So a lot of I mostly have girls. I don't know if I just promote better to women or if they're just drawn to me more, but so I call them my ladies. But my ladies have some huge dreams, and it's so cool to see. Um, there's a few that actually want to write books and want to be authors.
Mm.
There's some that want to plan events and make an impact on a great level for a lot of people at once. There's a lot of people that are more towards like the schooling. They want to be a doctor or a nurse or go to grad school or something like that. There's people that have a money mindset issue. So they're having a hard time, one, believing that they can make money doing these big dreams that they have, or two, having a hard time saving up money and being more mindful with their money. So money's a big one too. One girl that I got pretty close with wants to write a cookbook. She's an incredible cook, and she's always had a dream of publishing a cookbook.
Mm.
Um, so those are just a few of the things. A lot of people are
That's
wanting to leave
awesome.
their corporate jobs as well. So just finding a passion that they can monetize that isn't sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. That's a big one.
Mm. So for some of the people watching, like what's some first steps to start taking and some questions to start thinking about and maybe get your head around, or how do they start? And then maybe they're like, hey, Sarah, I think I'm on my way now. Can you help me?
Yeah. So huge step that I like to tell everyone is to start writing everything down. So we have a ton of fears in our lives. Everyone is scared of something. And I like to make my girls write down those fears, because then it makes it more real. It's like, okay, wow, these fears are really holding me back in my life. A lot of
Mm.
times we have so much in our head, but it's our head can't handle it, so it kind of pushes it to the side, brings in another fear, pushes that to the side, brings in another fear. So to get it down on paper frees up that mental space in a way, and it sounds crazy, but it really works. So to write down those fears that you have, and it also kind of makes you realize, wait, these fears are nothing, like, I'm so scared, but for what? So writing things down, I think, is incredibly important. Getting it down on paper and then realizing, okay, these are the fears that are holding me back. And then start writing down your goals that you have. And I tell my girls, dream big. Give yourself permission to dream big. And it's kind of like stepping out of your own body, seeing yourself as a friend and being like, hey, girl, get out of your own head and realize that you have what it takes to dream as big as you want. Sometimes we just don't give ourselves permission, and that's
Mm.
all we need. So allowing yourself to dream big and then write down those dreams, because it just makes it more real to put it down onto paper. That's a huge
Mm. Yeah, and I think one of the teachers I have uh, tells it a little bit like that scarcity. It is a part of you that's trying to protect you. So to not get angry or treat it as something bad, you can treat it as like a friend. So you're like, well, thank you for caring about me. but I will do this anyway.
Right.
Because I mean, in one way, it's like the comfort zone trying to keep you alive, but it's also killing your happiness in life. So
Yeah.
not like being angry at that part, but actually understanding it and taking it as like, okay, I see that you're trying to save my life, but most likely this is not gonna kill me.
Right. It's
Let's
that fight or
just
flight mentality that we have. We're
yeah.
born with that. And it does save our lives in a lot of ways, but it also hinders our lives too. And we have to be able to decide, okay, is this fear something that is going to save me from something life threatening, or is it keeping me from living my life? And if you can take that fear, like you said, and just kind of take it with you, like grab the fear's hand and say, okay, I know you're here. You're not going to scare me anymore, but I'm going to take you with me. Let's go accomplish these goals. It just kind of internally mentalizing these things as actual beings makes it easier, because it's kind of, yeah, like you said, fear. You're right here. I know you're here. Let's go. We're going anyway.
So is it where are you on your path now? If someone would think, oh, that's awesome, I want to help you out, or what are you searching for right now? Do you need something in the cog of the machine of the SARA show for the moment?
So right now I'm focusing a lot on my one-on-one coaching, just getting in deep with my clients. And then I like to build a community with them. So I also do mastermind calls as well. A lot of these people are missing community in their lives. They're missing support from their family, their friends, their significant others. So to be able to create that for them is a big deal for me. My last round of ladies, that was their biggest takeaway, was having that community of people they didn't think that they could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being able to see that everyone has fears, but everyone also has huge dreams. And if we can help each other, lift each other up, we can all accomplish anything. So that's my main focus right now. But also, I'm just throwing it out to the universe that I'm a public speaker, I'm a comedian, I love music, I love all that kind of stuff. So I'm putting that out into the universe so that it will come back to me. I would love to eventually be on a huge stage one day, empowering thousands of people to follow their dreams and use my silly comedic relief to just make them feel more welcome. So that's what I'm putting out there. And I'm
what music do you do then?
So I actually I went to school, I went to college for vocal performance. So I was a singer. I mean, I still sing, but I was a singer. My dream was to be a pop star. Since I was old enough to sing, I wanted to be a pop star. And then I also went to school for audio engineering. So to learn how to mix and master and edit other people's music. And that's another thing too for everyone to learn is you might have a passion when you're younger and it might not work out. And you might realize, okay, maybe that was just a hobby and I have other passions, and to not beat yourself up about that passion not coming to fruition. So I love music. Music has always been a huge part of my life. Right now I don't sing, I don't perform or anything like that. And I don't really want to, because I like what I'm doing right now, but I will always have it be part of what I'm doing. I love to post videos and stories of me dancing stupidly and singing to any song and annoying the hell out of everyone around me. But I think music is just like, it's just so uplifting, and I love that you can watch somebody do something stupid and it immediately just gives you that relief that you need in the moment. So that'll always be something that I keep with me.
Yeah, being a little bit of a fool so that other people can break their normal pattern and break loose too.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, so maybe you would need a contact that could orchestrate a spot for you on a event or
Yeah,
something like this. That would be cool for you, maybe.
that would be great. And I
What's the
love it.
state you're living in? Where is the people? Like where would you like it? Maybe you don't want it in Sweden, but or maybe you do, but
Hey,
where
I'll
would you
go
like?
anywhere. I'm actually starting to travel a lot more. I used to, when I felt less empowered, it also kept me from going places and doing things and hanging out with new people. So now I'm just embracing um, everything that comes my way. I want to travel. I want to meet new people. I want to do all that. I'm in the U.S., so obviously the U.S. would be a little more a
Mm.
little easier for me. I'm in Texas, but yeah, I would love to be.
But you can video coach people from the whole to the whole world, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's why this at this day and age, like I said, with community, you can get community from anything. You can get community right now. What we're doing
Hmm.
is building a community. So yeah, you're right. You could do it
Yeah,
from
I
anywhere.
totally agree that community is so important. I was in a business network called the Top One Network for a while every Monday, and just being around other people with their dreams. You don't even have to have like the same thing. Just enjoy this people going forward in some kind of direction, sharing your problems a little bit, ups and downs. And that's also a question like, is there when you start to break loose, it might not always be easy. So like, is it any stop blocks or something that you think this was a little bit hard in the beginning before I got flow in this new you?
Yeah, so it's actually something that I deal with every day, and I think everybody does. We have our fears creep in all the time, and we have to be able to recognize those fears now, which is why I like to write them down, and it makes it
Mhm.
easier for your brain to recognize when they're creeping in.
Mm.
And you have to practice. It takes a lot of practice to push away those fears and keep going, because like I said, it happens every single day. It does get easier and the lag time is quicker between, okay, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling super empowered right now, to, oh crap, here comes the fear. But if you're able to push away the fear faster each time, you're making huge progress. And I tell people,
Mm.
get comfortable being uncomfortable, because becoming your highest self is not something that happens overnight, and it's not comfortable. It's, I mean, you get that tingly, you get that like magic dust feeling, but then the real life kicks in and you're like, wait, I still have to try to
Mhm.
be this person. So I tell people, just have fun on the journey, because that's the journey is everything. You don't know what the end goal is. We all have these huge goals in mind, but we play them in our heads over and over, assuming how they're going to turn out. And
Mm.
they never turn out how we expect them to, because we're not psychic. Uh, some of us are. If you
Yeah.
are, hit me up. um, but we like to tell stories in our head, and we don't know how anything is really going to turn out. So I want everybody to give themselves grace through the process, and just be okay being uncomfortable, because ultimately what it means is that you're stepping into your highest self, and it's good. So don't be scared and don't be deterred by the discomfort, because it means you're doing the right thing, you're taking steps in the right direction. So it does get easier, but our lives are not linear. We're always learning, we're always growing, and you have to practice. You can't just let yourself fall back into the old habits that you have set for yourself that have kept you living the mediocre life that you're living. You have to keep pushing, and it's not easy. So if people are hoping that their journey is going to be smooth and really easy. You have to know that it's not, but you have to know that it's 100% worth it. Yeah.
Well, do we have any more questions? Is it something that you think that I should ask you that I haven't asked you?
Let's think. There's one thing, another tip that I could give everybody is affirmations. And I'm sure a lot of people know about affirmations. You've heard about them. People use them in a million different facets of life, but that's another thing that has helped my girls immensely is telling themselves who they are. So when I tell you I love comedy and I want to be a comedian, and I love public speaking and I want to do that, instead of saying I want to or I wish or anything like that, you're going to say to yourself, I am a comedian. I am a public speaker. I am an author. I am an event planner. And because the stories we tell ourselves are the reality that we live. So keep telling yourself who you are, who you're stepping into, and you'll start walking through life with that new mindset, and the opportunities will come to you because you are opening up that portal to the rest of the world, letting them know, hey, I'm a comedian. So now they're like, oh, I need you for this. So just showing up as who you want to be, it's kind of like that fake it till you make it. And I hate kind of using that term, but it's true, because we're not going to automatically be that highest self at all times. But if you keep telling yourself that you are, then it's easier to get back to that. So tell yourself the shit that, you know, is creeping into your head and that you want to do. Tell yourself that you're doing it. And eventually you'll look back and realize, oh, damn, I did it. So it's just day-to-day affirmations to keep reminding.
Yeah, I think that's it's one of the parts, a little gap over or bridge there, that it's hard in the overlap between, like, of course you have to do the affirmations, you have to take the actions, and then you come to start becoming good, and it's like your head is like, but who really am I? I don't really know. You don't really know that much.
Right.
Who are you? Who are you as an authoritative person? And that's when you gotta have faith and just keep going. Like, I am a comedian. I am funny. Right. And then boom, 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 and now you are the expert. Yeah. Because it's hard to step into the bigger shoes there, and that's when you have to fake it a little bit till you make it, and believe in the. And then if someone says no, you're actually wrong there, maybe you have to just own up to it. Yeah, I was wrong there. I'm on my journey, still learning. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, giving yourself grace is huge. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to fall back and have that fear take hold of you sometimes, but you have to be okay with the learning and the journey. You have to be you have to give yourself grace during that time, because if you beat yourself up, you're just going to end up where you were. You're going to look back in a year and you're still going to be sitting at that desk, not writing that book or not planning that event. You just have to keep pushing forward, and we're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen that we don't want to happen. That's life. But if we let it keep us down, then we're making that decision. That's a decision that you're making to stay stuck. So if you're deciding, okay, I don't want to push forward anymore, I'm too tired, I can't do this anymore, well, you're deciding to stay exactly where you are. So you just have to be mindful of that.
Yeah. Do the things you don't want, that your head tells you, oh, I don't want to do this right now. Just be a parent. You go do it now.
Yes, do it now.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, it was awesome talking to you, and I would, of course, still love keep talking to you. But is it something you still want to say? How do people reach out to you and stuff like this?
Sure. So my biggest platform is probably Instagram right now. You can find me at the SARA Show. There's an H in my name. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
Um,
SARA and then H show and then
yes, the SARA Show and 2 underscores,
yeah.
because apparently there's a lot of Sarahs out there trying to have their own show, but my show is the best show.
Of
So
course.
show up to my show.
Yes.
Don't forget the H and the 2 underscores. And then from there, you can message me. I have my email tied to that account, so you can send me an email. And I'm very quick at responding usually. So if you're interested in anything that I'm doing, or if you just have questions, or you just need a little boost in your day, then
And this is your full-time job now, so you have time for some more clients.
Yes, yes. I am currently, I just finished my last round, so I'm working on my next program. It should be coming out December 1st. I will be opening enrollment November 1st, maybe sooner if I'm feeling frisky. And so it'll be open for enrollment soon, but I am telling people, if you are interested, you need to message me right away, because once spots are filled, I can't open up anymore until we end that round.
Yeah.
So
You gotta give them quality.
yes.
And the mastermind groups, they have to get coaching from you first, and then they get in there, or how does it work?
Yes. So when you sign up for one-on-one, you automatically get enrolled to the masterminds. And the masterminds will probably be once a week, and I'll definitely have guest coaches on to talk about what they are experts in. So we do have money mindset coaches and relationship coaches and business coaches. So you're going to want to be a part of that. I mean, I don't want to downplay my one-on-one coaching, because I am pretty awesome, and you're going to want to like hang out with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the masterminds they can change your life. Just having that community, me building that for you, and then you kind of nurturing it yourself. Having that set schedule too, of just being like, hey, you need to show up to this mastermind at this time, because people don't take the time to go out and make friends. So this kind of does it for you. Yeah, you're going to want to be a part of the mastermind. So if you sign up for one-on-one with me, you automatically get enrolled into those.
So people, stop just sitting at home, take your little butt to the computer, to your phone, and reach out to the US. The radio wave, the phone waves will get you there in like less than a second, and
Yes.
you are on your journey.
Yes, let me know. Reach out to me. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. Let's be weird as hell. And let's change the fucking world, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thanks a lot, Sarah.
Thank you.
Will let you go back. What is the time there? Here it's 7:30, and you're 2:30.
It is 12:30 here, so it's a little past noon. Yeah, you've lived a whole day already.
Yeah, so it's good. Like in the middle of the day, you can catch Sarah when she wakes up, the first thing in the morning.
Yes, and I'll sing to you too.
Oh yeah.
I'll sing you a morning song.
I have that's also a good thing, having a morning list. I don't know if you have. I have with some cartoons. I have the Jungle Book. I have the Bambi Bears, Pocahontas, and some.
Oh my gosh, I love Pocahontas.
Yeah.
My girl.
She's that song. I don't know, when she runs around with that guy. It's really like deep. It's really deep.
It is, right? I know. You watch it as a kid and you don't even realize it, and then you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh, this hits me. This hits me hard.
Sometimes you need to go back like 10 steps to be able to remake those steps in a good way.
I agree. Looking at your perspective changes all the time. So go back and do things that you did before that maybe you don't like, or like watch movies that you used to watch as a kid and see how your perspective has changed. It's really cool. It's really cool to do.
Well, super duper. Nice to talk to you.
Yep, what he said.
Bye, Sarah. I will just
Bye.
pause the recording, but bye.
Bye.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am. Are you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna dive right into it, okay?
Okay, first question though, do you have any like restrictions against like language in terms of like cussing or anything like that? Because sometimes it'll just come out.
No, it's okay. I think a little bit like a Gary Vee in that manner. Like, of course, I'm trying to not make videos where I'm like, fuck that shit, awesome, blah, fuck, 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 fuck. But if I say fuck or I don't know, whatever, it's cool. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure, because if so, I will make sure I don't.
I could make a funny noise on everyone, every
That works.
swear
too.
word
Okay,
if
a
you
lot
did
of
that.
fucking noises.
Well, so I'm just gonna introduce you like this.